Child rights advocates have raised alarm over the growing incidence of exploitative child domestic work in Nigeria, describing it as one of the worst forms of child labor and calling for urgent government action, stronger community involvement, and effective law enforcement. This call was made at a press conference organized by Devatop Center for Africa Development with support from the Freedom Fund held on Wednesday in Lagos State. In his address, the Executive Director of Devatop Center for Africa Development, Joseph Osigwe, described exploitative child domestic work as one of the worst forms of child labor and urged collective action to end it, highlighting Devatop's interventions such as child rights education, counseling, skills training, mentorship, and the Talkam app for reporting cases.
We have gathered here today for a cause that speaks to the conscience of our nation, the protection of vulnerable children and those in the domestic work situation. You agree with me that exploitative child domestic work is on the rise and needs urgent attention. While some children in the domestic work situation may receive food and small wages, most of them endure long hours of work, isolation, little or no pay, denial of education, and psychological distress. Girls in particular also face additional risk of sexual abuse and stigmatization. And this is why the International Labour Organization classifies exploitative child domestic work as the worst form of child labor. This is not only a human rights concern, it is also a matter of duty of care. The government, families, civil society organizations, community all share the responsibility to ensure that protection and safeguarding of children is of utmost importance and a priority to everyone. At the Devatop Center for Africa Development and with the support of the Freedom Fund and in collaboration with our partners, the likes of Checheyara, Street Foundation and Capright, we are responding to this issue decisively through different approaches. The first approach is through prevention. We educate households and communities about child rights and child protection so that children are not drawn into domestic servitude.
The Chief Executive Officer of Checheyara Child Advocacy Center, BC Ajayi Kayode, emphasized the need for comprehensive child protection services, citing organization's Lagos State-approved shelter for vulnerable children and reaffirming that children belong in schools, not in servitude.
There's no way you will say you are intervening or helping a child domestic worker that's been exploited, and that same child remains in that child environment and the exploitation goes on. It's like you are pouring water in a basket. And our shelter service has also been adopted because it's approved by the Lagos State Ministry of Youth and Social Development. And it's not just about lodging children. We provide them with psychosocial support, help them regain their sense of safety. Children are not adults. They are not just recipients of instructions and care. They are government agencies. We have a zero tolerance for discriminating against children. It doesn't matter if they are Nigerians or non-Nigerians.
Other speakers at the briefing highlighted the measures put in place by the organizations to combat the menace, ranging from school enrollment and psychosocial support to community sensitization and case resolution.
And for us, we work across 4 local government areas in Lagos State in over 13 communities. And what we do on the project is to enroll child domestic workers into school and of course sign them up for skill acquisition programs as well, where they're able to learn skills such as barbing, tech skills, sewing, fashion designing. And of course we also support them with psychosocial and mentorship program where they come together and they are able to, understand their rights, understand that it is important for them to go to school, because most of this, the communities where we had to reach to, even their guardians are not willing sometimes to let them go. We have to preach to them to be able to get across to the child domestic workers.
Children are supposed to help and not be the burden bearers. We've gone to churches, we've sensitized some community leaders and CDA members. We taught them about case management, how to report cases, how to follow up cases, and even how to help in their own way. And During the pilot year, Capright had a toll-free line that people used to call in, and we noticed that one of the things these students try to find out is if truly what you are saying is true. They will always want to call the toll-free line to make sure that truly this line is free. And when they see their friends get help, they always feel happy. And when they see us in the community, they always say, "Hi, Auntie, thank you for helping my friend." And today we are here to join other partners, other CSOs, the media, to say that child domestic work is a modern day slavery.
Speakers agreed that ending child domestic exploitation requires a united front with government agencies, civil societies, communities, and the media working together to ensure every child enjoys their right to education, protection, and dignity. Victoria Akonde, TV 260 News, Lagos.